In this video, we explore what green infrastructure is all about, and to make a point, I even have a green attire and a green planter. We all know what traditional infrastructure is, so what really does green infrastructure mean, and what's the value proposition it offers? Nature has provided us many systems which are also infrastructure assets, which includes our wetlands and mangrove systems. So simply stated, when nature is harnessed by people and used as an infrastructural system, it's called green infrastructure. Historically, communities have used gray infrastructure like a system of rain gutters and pipes and tunnels to move stormwater away from where we live to maybe treatment plants which treat the stormwater or straight to some local water bodies where it's disposed of. The gray infrastructure in many areas is currently aging, and its existing capacity to manage large volumes of stormwater is decreasing in areas across the globe. So to meet this challenge, many communities are installing green infrastructure systems to bolster the capacity to manage this excess stormwater or even the existing stormwater. So by doing so, communities are becoming more resilient and achieving social, environmental, and most importantly, the economic benefits out of it. Basically, green infrastructure also filters and absorbs the stormwater right where it falls. Green infrastructure elements can be incorporated or woven into a community at several scales. Examples at the urban scale include a rain barrel up against a house, or a row of trees along a major city street, or maybe it's as simple as greening an alleyway. Neighborhood scale green infrastructure could include acres and acres of open park space outside a city center, planting rain gardens or constructing a wetland near a residential community or a housing complex. So when green infrastructure systems are installed throughout a community or a city, or even across, if they are considered across a regional watershed, they can provide cleaner air and water, as well as significant value for the community with flood protection, increasing the diversity in the habitat, and creating beautiful green spaces. Examples of green infrastructure include rain gardens, rainwater harvesting, bioswales, permeable pavements, green streets and parking, green roofs, and the urban tree canopy, to name a few. So to sum it up, green infrastructure investments definitely boost the local economy, enhances the strength of the local communities and safety, provides recreational value, increases wildlife, and a host of other core benefits. We are at a crossroads today in how we are managing our water. Traditional water infrastructure will continue to play a role, but it is static. It solves only a single problem and requires a huge expense to build and to maintain. We must use this transformational opportunity and movement to change this old 19th century infrastructure where we deal with the stormwater, because we have to move and transition to something more innovative, something more creative. We've got to accelerate these efforts through sound planning, effective policies and regulations, conscious and responsible design techniques by the engineers who are engaged in our design systems, and most importantly, even social involvement by the citizens themselves, whether it could be at an individual scale, at a residential scale. I think that is where it all starts. So it is this effort collectively which will really ensure a one water for one world.